What we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how to do a cover for your books. We type in paperback cover templates. Now, chances are we're going to find Amazon and KDP cover calculator, Amazon Kindle direct publishing. We click on that. Now, the actual web address is kdp.amazon.com/cover-calculator. And what we're given is this. For this demonstration, we're going to go with paperback. So I click that. Interior type. Black and white paper. We have premium colour, standard colour, black and white paper. Paper type, we go with white paper. Page turning direction. Now this is what will confuse people. What we're looking for is how we read. It's not the page turn direction. If we went with the page turn direction, we'd go from right to left. And that's the confusion. We pick up the right page and move it to the left. So that really needs to be clarified. And I'll show you what I mean, because it'll come out on the template. Left to right in most places in the West. Measurement in units, I'm going with inches. Interior trim size. We're going with the smallest one for this demonstration. How many pages? We're going to put loads of pages in it. So we're going to go with, this will help me show you how we do the spine. So I'm giving plenty of space so I can show you this. We're going to go with 300 pages. And we're given all this information. Download template. Now once you've downloaded the template, you can open that to have a little look wherever you've saved it to. And everything you need is right here. Now what you don't want to do is, you don't want to put anything over this barcode. So whatever you work out, your images or your wording for your author information, or for your blurb, you can put that around it but nowhere near it. But you'll be able to see that on the template. So let's just close that for a minute. And we're finished with this. So we'll now go to Canva, custom size, and we'll add in that information. And that information, I'll pick inches here, because that's what we've chosen. And I'll type the information. The full width, which we have, is 10.926, and the height is 8.25, and we create a new design. Right, so here's our template. Now it is that size right. Just double check, resize, click on the resize button, and it'll show us what sizes we've picked. Yeah, that's fine, click out of it. Now we want to upload that template. So we click the upload button, and we upload from where it is we stored it. Now what we don't want to do is, we don't want to drag an image like this over to it, because it doesn't fill it exactly. It goes over. Now I'll show you what I mean. If I double click on this, you can see the rest of the image is outside our background. The rest of this template is hanging outside. Well, that's no good. So I'll just click out there, and we'll delete that, and we'll click on the image, and we'll drag to the corners, each opposite corner there. We'll drag, and it clicks into place. So we know that everything is perfect there. Everything is set. The background was the right measurements, which was these measurements here. Okay, so now we'll go to text, and I'll go with this smallest one first here, and I'm just going to do the spine for you. So we'll just remove that text. I'll just type straight over the top of it with, we'll call this the book, and I'll leave a couple of spaces, quite a few spaces, and I'll put author name, which is me for this, for an example. Now we have to have it this way round, so that the spine faces the barcode area, the back of the book. So how do we get that centered? We move that right up to the top black line there, and right down to here, to this black line here, and we know that all that wording is centered. We can add more spaces if we want. Just double click in there and use your space bar. Now I think that text is far too big. So we'll click on it and we'll reduce it down to about a 12 for this. It doesn't need to, oh, actually we'll go with a 14. It doesn't need to be so big on the spine. And it's now off the center. So all we do is we click the left mouse button, hold it down and move it about with it until we're happy that it sits smack bang in the middle. Let me just fade this background in. If I click on it and use this section up here to fade the background out a little bit so we can see, we don't need it showing like it is. So let me just pick some letters, and if I go to the black line there, right up to the black line, and move it over up to the dotted line, so we've got the black line and the dotted line. Anything outside this black line could get trimmed off, so we've got to make sure we're well inside it. And these dotted lines here, this is for the binder where it creases, so we want to be away from that as well. Okay, that text is too big, or is it? Let's just type in the book. Nope, and I could probably get a little bit bigger again, so I'll click on it and I'll make that a little bit bigger. I'll stay well away from the pink section here. Author name. So again, I move this over to the dotted line, this over to the black line, and I know that that's centered. And I put Stephen Peel. Now ideally when you're doing a book like this, you want to use a font and a complementary font. So let's say for instance this, the two different fonts. So if I was to click on this one and just get rid of it for a second and change this to the book, yeah, it's a nice looking font. I'll get rid of that one. So I'll press on that and delete it. Move this one up to the dotted line, well away from the top, to the dotted line, and I shrink it then by clicking on the font size until it fits and fits a bit more. I'll center that, so I'll click on this, there we go, and you can see I've centered the text and it's well away from the line. I'd probably like it a little bit further. There we go, and probably a bit further up here too. Now I'll use that one again. I'll delete the top half by clicking on it and pressing delete, and now I've left with the bottom one. And I'll put that right on the edge of the black line, and on the dotted line, get rid of the old one, and center it. And I can put my name in there now. So those fonts are supposed to be complementary. And they don't look bad at all. And there's lots more like that in Canva. If you scroll through, you can see these fonts and other fonts with them, meaning they're supposed to complement each other. And that's always a good way to go with a book. Right, okay, so we've now got the spine and the front wording done. To do the back cover, like I say, we stay away from that. We add some text, and I put that across the black line to the dotted line, and I'll center it. It's already centered there, but with the author details or a blurb, you might not want to have it centered. You might want it left aligned. Well, if you do that, click on the alignment up here, but be careful. Once you've done that, you can see here how the letters have gone into the pink here. So if that's the case, just move them in a little bit to where you can see the text in the background there. And try to do that pretty much the same. Just use your own judgment so that it's the same this side as it is that side. And type away. Stay away from that. So that's it. All we've got to do now is remove this background. So we click on it. And that's our whole book set up straight away. And it's all perfect sizes. Now what do we do for a background? Well, maybe we've designed an image, or we have an image downloaded that we want to use for the whole of the background. But there's options here. If we go to photos and I type in, say, book, well, there's a book there straight away because I've actually messed about with this in the past. So we'll have that. If I click on that, we can drag it until it meets everywhere. And I can set that then, and it's set image as background. Okay, but the text is dark. So if I go over to the text, and I can choose a different colour. But bear in mind all the time, this is the size of your book and all the text is in place. It's up to you to really mess about with what you want in the background. And where's my name there? And the book title. Again, that could be in white. It could be anything you want it to be, really. So there we have it. It's really that simple. If you wanted to detach that, double click it, detach from the back, you could drag this whole thing over to the middle line. If you can see the line in the middle of the page where you have add page at the bottom and you have a burgundy coloured line coming all the way through, that will get you into the middle of the spine, and you can drag that image down. And this is very black here, so I could set that, right click on it and send it to back. That will show up that on this section here. I could choose a colour. That's really quite black. So you see how you can mess about with this whole thing, and you can keep doing that until you've got the book that you want. But don't forget, this is a background and not in the foreground, and it doesn't really matter because the barcode will be going down here, right over the top of whatever you've made. Next, all we do is download. Now I recommend that you download it as a PNG. Don't touch any of these buttons or any sizes, keep it at that. Download it as a PNG because you may need to use this image to advertise your book, and at least you'll have a copy. If it's in a PDF, you're going to have to extract that. We'll download it as that first into a file, and then we'll download it as a PDF print. Don't touch any of these, and just download it. And there's your cover ready to be uploaded to your manuscript with KDP or whoever. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Any questions, put them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you anyway about what kind of videos you'd like to see in the future, and any advice on me getting this right regarding the videography, my speech. I can't do anything about my look, so sorry about that. And yeah, just comment. Wonderful. Thank you.